Welcome to my channel Study English. Do you know we will speak different types of sentences, and when we speak a sentence you do not know its type, its category. Here I am going to tell you now in this class what are the sentence, what is sentence and its types. If you have a confusion about sentences and its types, let's watch this video and get the conclusion and clarity about the different types of sentences. Hello viewers, welcome to the topic of sentence, its types. Generally we know letter frame word, letters frame words, words frame sentence. So we can say group of letters as a word, group of words as a sentence. So sentence definition can go with group of words is called as a sentence. Generally, a meaningful sentence consists three elements in it. They are subject, verb, object. Subject. What is a subject? When you write any sentence, the beginning word of the sentence mostly is a subject. Subject that may be a person, that may be an animal, that may be a thing. So, we can say subject as subject. A word or a person or animal who does the work in a sentence is called as subject. Who does the work is actually called as subject. Verb. Verb stands for work. A work which expresses work, that is called verb. And object, mostly it would be the ending part of a sentence. Object, it takes result of the work. Simply, subject does the work in the sentence, verb express the work, object it takes the result of the work. Let's try these three methods or these three elements in an example. Example, hunter killed a bird. Hunter here person who does the work. That is the reason we consider him as a subject. Killed, it expresses the work. That is the reason we call him as verb. Bird takes result. Hunter is a person who does the work. Killed, express the work. And bird, it takes result of the work. So we consider bird as object. Now it's very clear what is a sentence and which parts or which elements a sentence consists of. I said a meaningful sentence. It consists of three parts. Now three of them are displayed. Let's move to the types of the sentences. We have generally four types of sentences. They are declarative sentence, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamatory sentence. Repeating once again, declarative, it is also called as affirmative, assertion, assertive sentence, and imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamatory sentence. Let's explore these sentences in detail. Here I presented few of the tips to identify very easily what is a declarative sentence. Declarative sentences, they always express complete sense. They express complete sense. It consists three of the elements in it. Subject, verb, object. That can be any form of the verb. But it is a verb. Subject, verb and object. And one more idea to remember the declarative sentence that it starts with the capital letter, ends with the full stop. Whenever you write any declarative sentence, the first letter of the declarative sentence must be a capital and it ends with a full stop. One more that repeat the declarative sentences to remember the ideas. Express complete sense, consists of subject, verb and object. It starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Let's have an example of declarative sentence. Here I go with the they enjoyed movie. They is a here started word, beginning word. It started with the capital T. Enjoyed, it's a verb. Movie, it's an object. So as we said above, consistent subject, verb and object, it expresses the complete sense. Meaning is expressed very clearly. And start with the capital letter and with the full stop. Let's have another example. We learn English. We is a subject here, learn is a verb here, English is object here. And now we, first letter is a capital and ending word is a full stop. This is a declarative sentence. Reminder, declarative sentence expresses complete sense. It consists of three of the elements of subject, verb and object and it starts with the capital letter and with the full stop. And this is about declarative sentence. Let's move to the next sentence, that is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence, a sentence which asks or which carries order, suggestion, command, advice, request. Repeating that, imperative sentence, a sentence which carries order, suggestion, command, advice, request. You can remember it with a word that OSCAR stands for askar. Askar, O stands for order, S stands for suggestion, C stands for command, A stands for advice, R stands for request. Here we can remember the imperative sentence that it starts with the verb. As I said earlier, declarative sentence, it starts with the subject, but imperative sentence will not start with the subject. Imperative sentences mostly they starts with the verb, and that particularly V1 form of the verb. Imperative sentence, it starts with the verb form, particularly V1 form, and there is no subject. Most of the cases, imperative sentences there will be no subject. Here I go with the example of imperative sentence. That is that stand in a line. When someone they command us, they say that stand in a line. Stand is actually a verb form. In a line. Stand is a V1 particularly. And the other sentence I did here, get out. When we command someone or when we order someone, it's the word of get out. Get is a verb, that is V1. And next, when we are requesting someone, we use the word of please. So whenever we get a word with please, undoubtedly that sentence belongs to the imperative sentence. That is, please help me. Please help me. I said that. So it is a request. And when someone suggested, advised, they say the word do yoga daily. Even do here stands for verb. So the imperative sentence, it carries orders, suggestions, commands, advice, or here the four of the example I presented that stand in a line, get out, please help me, do yoga daily. We can notice that these four of them, particularly these three, they were started with the V1s. Stand is a verb form, get is a verb form, do is a verb form. Please, here, mode of request. When we request someone, we go with the please, excuse me, please. These are the words when we request someone. So this is actually called as imperative sentence. Here we go with the third type of sentence, interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, here we have few of the clues or hints to remember or to identify interrogative sentence very easily. See that? Interrogative sentences, it always asks questions. It asks questions. Whenever we get a question from someone to us, and undoubtedly that is interrogative sentence. And interrogative sentence, it asks questions. And the second point you can remember that it starts with a double-H word or auxiliaries. Interrogative sentences always they start with either double-H words or auxiliaries. Double-H words you know, who, what, where, when, why, how, which, and so on. Auxiliaries, which we call as linking words, helping verbs, whoever they were. Auxiliaries that do, did, is, are, was, have, will, shall. There were many, but a few of them I presented here. So, interrogative sentence, it always asks questions and it starts with either double-H word or an auxiliary. And it ends with a question mark. As you all well know, question mark. And it ends with always a question mark. Let's have an example of interrogative sentence. Here, what is your favorite color? What is your favorite color? Sentence started with the double-H word of what is your favorite color, and it is ended with the question mark. When you put the second one, have you had your lunch? Have you? Have. It's an auxiliary. It's an auxiliary. So start with an auxiliary. And it is have you had a lunch? And next one, how did you know this place? Sentence started with the word of how. It belongs to the double-H word. Remember that interrogative sentences, it is framing the questions. These questions are two types, double-H word questions or auxiliary questions. Whenever we get a double-H word question, just for example, what is your favorite color? Here we have to answer the question. Whenever we get the yes or no type question, that is auxiliary question, we just answer the question. We just say approval, either yes or no. When you are asked a question, what is your favorite color? You have to answer, my favorite color is red. So, and so on. And when you are asked a question, have you had your lunch? You have to answer here, yes or no. Here, the auxiliary questions hardly expect approval of a speaker, and double H word questions, they expect answer from the speaker, and either double H word question or auxiliary question, both of them, they comes under interrogative sentence. Let's have a quick review on interrogative sentence. Ask questions and they start either double H word or auxiliaries, and always end with a question mark. Don't forget to put a question mark end of the sentence of interrogative. And here we have presented 3 of the example, and this is about interrogative sentence. And next it is exclamatory sentence, the 4th type of sentence, and then that is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence is very easy to remember. Like however we have the key or a symbols or some of the punctuations. In our assertive declarative sentence we found a dot, full stop and capital letter. Imperative sentence starts with the verb form. Interrogative sentence ends with a question mark. And here also we have a clue to remember or to identify the exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences, it always express emotions. It always express emotions. And it consists an exclamatory mark in every sentence of exclamatory. It consists the exclamatory mark. You know, I. If you make it reverse, it is exclamatory mark, and it expresses emotions such as surprise, excitement, happiness, anger, sadness, etc. Any. Whenever you are suddenly someone was alarmed at you or someone was surprised you, your expression is unpredictable. You express the expression that which is not predictable. In these cases, we use the exclamatory sentences with the mark of exclamatory. And here we can see the exclamatory mark. And example, here we go with wow, Sandeep won the match. Wow, after we go with an exclamatory mark. Sandeep won the match. When the match was won, when the Sandeep was he won the match, we express our joy, our happiness. That is the reason I go with the exclamatory mark. It is an amazing. It is amazing. Generally, when we see any object or anything or any movie, that we express our expression that it's an amazing. It's amazing. So exclamatory mark is used. And if you go another example, oh, it's marvelous. When you express that, oh, it's marvelous, or when you say the word of, oh my God, and whether it is sadness or whether it is happiness, in expression of all, like surprise, excitement, happiness, anger, sadness, all these kind of mixture of emotions, they were all expressed with the exclamatory sentences, and clue is the exclamatory mark. And this is about the exclamatory